So getting a strong move up here. Let's see if we can wait for a pullback to go long. Yeah, we'll take a look at the delta today, Jody, for sure.
Yen drops 1% to a daily low of 144 spot 4 per US dollar.
All right, I'm just kind of getting YouTube set up here, guys. 1 second. Second. So how's everybody? Anybody take any trades yet this morning? Get some freight train action right here. So how's everybody? Anybody take any trades yet this morning? Another wild rally. Well, what did you take the VWAP bounce on? Because it did have some movement. You know, once it moves in our favor, you got to either move your stop to break even, because once it retests, your trade is done. Let's take a look at the VWAP bounce on the 1 minute, right? So we had the VWAP bounce, and you got, 30 points. Yeah, it was a 30-point bounce all the way back to value area low in yesterday's extension. So yeah, you got to be careful with that. So we'll see if this is sustainable. If we get a big rally, we're up 1.7 already. Today's going to be a big green day, or this is just a big bull trap. We'll see. We'll trade it as we see it. Morning, Christine. Hope you're doing well. So good morning to everybody. David, we have some new people in the group. Glad to have you. Amish, Bearclaw, Becca. Yeah, B Fortune, Bob, good to see you, bro. Darian, D-Bomb, Eric, Chuck, Manny, Jordal, Jody, Mike. We got everybody in the house today. Thor, Subri, good morning. Steven. So we're going to take a look at what kind of action we get today. We had this big rally right off of value area low. Look how this played out to the tick. I don't know if anybody grabbed that, but that was a nice fade value area extreme long. We did get the VWAP bounce. It was about 30 points, and then we retested, blasted through it. Didn't get much of a value area high extreme, though, mostly because we had news. So we'll see if this is sustainable. VWAP's still pretty flat here, guys, so we'll see. Let's see what the open, let's drop an open VWAP. All right, so, not much data here yet. See if we go back to, we could easily go back down and test VWAP from here. So we'll see. I would expect we go down for a retest of 300 or 310-ish. This IB high from yesterday. We'll see how we do. It was quite the rally out of the open there after we sold off, and then boom, 130-point rally in 30 minutes. Let me get this into the group here. I'll get my top one account going here, guys, and then we'll trade a little cash later. But no real trades yet. When it goes straight up like this, I don't have many setups, unfortunately. We are still in, this range. We got point of control up here. This market has been very strong. Crazy. It doesn't care about news anymore. We had a Fed speaker this morning saying the economy is still on track, the same trajectory it's had for the last couple of years. So that's interesting. So this is my 150K funded, right? Instant funded. And we'll see if we can get some trades. But nothing for me here right now, guys. We got to wait for some type of pullback or something, because right now we're testing value area high on the session. No pullback yet, even on the 5-minute. For the last half hour, we've been going straight up. Just straight buying. Christine, you took a long after the open or 10 minutes after the open? Where exactly was your entry? Because we kind of sold off quite a bit out of the open. You can email them, the chosen one. They'll help you cancel it. I can't help you with that. I'm not Tick Strike. I don't. That's not my product or anything. But you can email them. They should take care of it. All right, so let's take a look at this market, guys. Are we in price discovery or balance on the 5-minute time frame? This would be price discovery on the short period time frame. Now, if we zoom out a little bit, we're testing the, the upper ends of this distribution, right? Now, remember, balance and price discovery. Oh yeah, look at that. ES is, well, NQ is relatively strong per usual. I mean, that happens a lot. We're right back to these pre-market highs. Let's see if it can get above them. So it's either sucking in breakout traders right here because we broke pre-market highs. Let's see if it holds. We've been getting a lot of this price action where it just goes one direction for long periods of time and doesn't really give us any entries whatsoever.
According to CNBC, Nippon
Doesn't make for an exciting trading feed, unfortunately. Yeah, but it's still strong. We have a really big disconnect between NQ and ES here. Big disconnect.
SIBO volatility index hits near 1 week low, last down 1 point at 19.56.
You got to see what happens here. Now, if we look at ES, on here, but on here, right? Different story. Completely different story.
Nippon Steel is expected to acquire US Steel for $55 per share, according to sources familiar with matter, told CNBC's David Faber. So reminder, Trump cleared Nippon's bid for US Steel on Friday, referring to the deal as a partnership. And Trump said the deal will bring $14 billion of investment over the next 14 months.
Very interesting price action. Dow is relatively weak, too. Might get a decent short here. This is upper band on the month. Take a little stab on this one. Tight risk. So this is a fade value or extreme on the higher time frame. We're at upper band on the month. See if it works. So kind of the other side of this distribution that's forming here, it's right around this IB high here, 325 maybe. So we'll take profit before that. This is a contrarian trade, so we don't want to get too crazy with this one.
We have posted out the CNBC article on the financial newsfeed to read through.
Nathan, looking at gold. All right, if we break above this, guys, I'm out. if it just takes a peek ahead or what. Stopped out. All right, breaking above. This is fun. Straight up. This is forming the top of a distribution too. We have a lot of volume here. Try it again. Still watching these levels. We have point of control here and value area low. So this is a big level right here. A couple of point of controls right here. So we might get some type of response here. We'll see. So what I'm looking at here is just the higher time frames. Point of control, value area low on this channel up here. See if we get a response.
Similar story from the bottom of the hour, we get the Dallas Fed Business Manufacturing Index forecast of -23.1, -35.8.
Take a look at the other markets. Oil, kind of downtrending a little bit, including on the daily. Interesting. Gold. Morning, Tony. Morning, JP. I hit this with another. Oh my God, it's so annoying. Did hit it with another 2 up here, so we'll see if we get anything out of it. Second try, second stab. See if we traverse this value area that we created. It's just zero pullback market. It's just wild. Just non-stop buying. did. I did short again. Yep. There's no entries to go long. I'm not going to buy at the top. And I have a lot of reasons to fade on the higher time frame. So it's the only setup I have right now is the higher time frame fade value area extreme. If you look at the higher time frames, we're here, right? It looks really bullish on a 5-minute chart, right? But fucking, we're really still just in a range chop area. So, we got 150 point rotation so far. Let's see if it keeps going. I do have a short here. If you're not holding longs now, there's no place for you to get in. You're not going to buy here. So you have to wait for a pullback. We'll see how big of a pullback we get. It's working so far. See if we can get some follow through. Yeah, point of control at 351. So I might peel off one here. We get there.
Barbara of time out at the bottom of the hour, you see the release of the Dow Fed Manufacturing Business Index. Forecast minus 23, spot 1. On the prior, minus 35, spot 8.
All right, well, we're just going to be patient with this one.
Stock 6% gains with the Nasdaq up 2% now. S&P 500 up on spot 5%.
How are you guys trading? Any trades from you guys? How are we doing? Yeah, we have to wait for a pullback. Otherwise, this is a higher time frame short. We're at upper band on the month. We're at a couple of significant levels here on the hourly and the previous day value areas. We have a point of control literally right here that we're at. So see how it works. Higher time frame, fade value or extreme. Now the problem with the higher time frame trades is the levels aren't exact. So you have to be a lot more patient with them. Nice, Tony. What do you got in CL? Nice, Jay.
One minute remaining. The Dallas Fed Manufacturing Business Index.
So it's a new point of control up here.
Ten seconds.
We have an initial balance.
Still waiting.
New point of control up here, initial balance. On the month, we had this move. We bought this down here. We called this one out in the chat room, this monthly VWAP buy. And now we are back at upper band. We hit it once, sold off. Let's see if it can push through this time. But
No sign of the Dallas Fed Manufacturing Business numbers. Minus 15 spot 3, minus 15 spot 3.
nice, Kevin.
Forecast minus 23 spot 1.
Yeah, I mean, we have a nice rotation so far in NQ. Let's see how far it goes. Be right back. lot of business up here, right at this 373 level. Not much above the highs, the pre-market highs. About 15, 20 points above the pre-market highs and kind of stalled out up here.
We have posted the Dallas Fed manufacturing report for May 2025 on the feed for those interested.
Q's up 400 points. And let's see if I get some movement finally. So this first cover will pay for my first loss. And then I can put my stop to break even, and hopefully we get some continuation to the downside. Or if it just keeps getting bought up, we'll see. A little bit of a low volume pocket right here. Let's see if it melts through it or pops. Popped. Not shocking. That low volume area right there. That was the upper band on ES, wasn't it? Darn. That was upper band on the open VWAP. See if it holds or... Oh, we are back below upper band on the month as well. That was the first real selling since 9:40 this morning. Let's see if there's continuation here or not. And 40. Yeah, definitely some waning of volume here on the delta, but it's the least amount of buying so far. This is interesting. Buying is definitely drying up. We'll see if it can keep going on lower volume. Now they can switch over to a passive bid, and they can still bring this thing higher, but we'll see. We have a big volume shelf up here. So they're either getting out to bring it higher or they're getting out to bring it lower. We'll see. Things in the red, but you know, I'm still comfortable. I have a lot of drawdown to work with here, so we'll see. Being patient. Yeah, I mean, we're right above pre-market highs, and this is a previous balance area. So this is a previous balance area on May 21st. We're right at point of control. This is a previous balance area on May 14th. Right? We built a big distribution right here. And pretty close on the 13th. So we are right back into a previous value area, guys. This is not, you know, price discovery on the short term, right? The last hour, yes. But on the higher time frame, we are smack back into the middle of several previous days value areas. Something you always have to be watching, right? Because, you know, There's a lot of power knowing where price is looking for to usually discover new value, or it usually finds previous value. So let's see if we get lower. Nope. Thought up again right at the bottom of the distribution. Gold looks like it did a big stop run to the downside. Look at that wick. Could be a good long in gold, but we're right at the top of this distribution here. Maybe we get back up 307. Oh, we'll see. It's already built. ES has built a pretty big distribution here. So this is already the spot. It might, it's either going to probably hold, or if it breaks higher and rejects, I guess that's possible. We'll see what happens. This is, point of control is up here now. Point of control is at 906 on ES and 370 on NQ. So on the session, point of control is at 275. Yep. So far it looks like a rejection, but I don't know, man. Everything feels like a trap up here. Everything. If we lose this level, could see some good downside, but we'll see. And Q's just chopping around, point of control. Let's see what happened with gold. It's approaching lower band here. Gold above IB high. Kind of looks like it could have some nice stop upside after that stop out to the downside there, that stop run. You mean like on the daily chart? The 5 minute? Oh, this last push. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, the buying is definitely slowing down, but there's really no sellers either. So we'll see what happens. There's been no initiated selling quite yet. So, we could see either or out of this distribution, unfortunately. Either the upside or the downside. I'm positioned for the downside, but we could just as easily go up because we are in the middle of the biggest distribution of the day, and we've just been chopping around point of control here. So they're getting ready to move this thing either up or down, and they might fake us out a couple times before it happens. We'll see. Very tight, coiled very tight here. Let's see if it loses this level. Next stop, 33. All right, right back to that bottom of this low volume node. See if we get some follow through to the downside. See if I get filled. 53, or it just gets bought up again. I don't know, we'll see. It's a low volume pocket right here. All right, got filled on one. I'm going to put my stop at break even here. See if I can get a runner out of this. Now we're at upper band here, so we might get a little bit of a pop. I can reposition. Or not. We'll see. I'm going to be right back. So far we've bounced it upper band, but we'll see if this holds. I don't know if we're starting to see some serious selling on the cumulative delta.
This is on May 29th.
So we'll see if it holds. If not, there's another big volume shelf here too, unfortunately. So we'll see. I'm fine holding it. Pretty much break even on the day so far. Yeah, there's going to be buyers there for sure. Well, you know, we're also really not at it. We also bounce that upper band, right? Well, actually, I have different readings on NinjaTrader. That was upper band to the tick on NinjaTrader. Interestingly enough. See if it stops me out of this. In fact, I still like it. I might add to it instead. Oh, I just closed it, didn't I? Damn it. Let's get back in. No, TradingView does not, I guess, does it? Recalculate. All right, everybody on YouTube, thanks for joining us this morning. We're going to keep on trading on the Discord. If you want to keep on trading with us, there's a free trial in the description of this video. If you're going to keep trading, manage your risk, stay sharp out there, guys. For those of you in the Discord, we're going to keep watching, keep trading this action here.